Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Arena of Valor. Nice new MOBA that I've been introduced to by a few of my members from the Nova Creative team, and specifically Mr. Clash with Ash. This game here has not launched globally yet. However, it is available in Europe, and with an iTunes account from there, you're able to play this right away. And folks, I do recommend you trying it out because this game is awesome, and we're going to do a first impressions and review. Alright, so you start the game off with a tutorial that basically explains to you the whole concept of the type of game this is. Make it nutshell, if you played something like Vainglory, this game is very similar, where you're building up your points, you're leveling up your character inside of the match, allowing you to either buy something that will boost an attribute, or you're going to be buying a new skill and leveling up that skill as well. The whole objective to the game is to be able to take over the tower defenses, essentially get into the core of the enemy's arena where you'll destroy that and win the match. This game is meant to be played as a 5-on-5. It is a multiplayer game where the matches take about, on average, 12 to 30 minutes, depending on how difficult the settings are and depending on how good the opponents you're playing. So it keeps you very entertained, and this is something that, not like Lineage 2 Revolution where we just did a review for, you cannot just pick this up and play. Each match is going to have you sitting wherever you are for a good amount of time. So keep that in mind. This is a game that requires strategy and requires a lot of patience because the matches are long. Now, if you follow along with the trailer, you do see that there's different type of enemies that you will be fighting, and the whole idea is to build up an amount of minions on your team to protect you as you go after the enemy's towers along with the other opponents on the other team. So again, it's very important to maximize the skills that you equip in order to level them up as well. And if you look on the left hand side, as you're building up your in-game currency to buy your skills, it'll give you a description of what they do. Some boost your attack, while others might boost your defense or your magic. So all have different purposes that you can use, and essentially you can create a loadout of what your favorite skills are, and they will pop up for you to purchase inside of the match. Alright, so if you take a look at the map, it shows you 3 directions where you can guide your team and yourself. Each direction takes you to a reactor that you can destroy. There's also, on the flip side, those are also 3 directions that your opponents can come and attack you as well. So it's very important to pay attention to that map to see where your teammates are going. If you guys just want to do a full frontal assault and overtake a point, then you can do that. However, you got to bear in mind that on the opposite lanes, your opponents can be coming down doing the same exact strategy. So there might be points where you might have to get away from your team in order to defend and not let the opponents take over a reactor or a tower. And there might be points where you just want to speed the match up and go for the kill right away. So, those are strategies that you got to pay attention to. If you have the level up advantage on your side, let's say your guy's already at the max level 10, and you're a beast and you're stronger than your opponents, maybe they're level 5 or 6, then you should be fine. And when I say level, that is all based in between the match. So everyone starts at level 1 based on the amount of kills you get or objectives. You're able to level up your character and level up your skills. So that keeps everything at a fair playing field when you start the match. But if you're really good and you're really skilled, you're going to be at that higher level most of the match, which gives you a huge advantage. And that's something that you want to target to do, and something that you want to massively, learn how to do in the game. Now, something else I do want to point out, and I did mention this briefly earlier, when you're going for the tower, make sure you have your team guarding you and backing you up, along with these little monsters that are called minions that will help defend your team. By having them in front of you, the tower will focus its attack on those minions, allowing you to attack without any type of worries, and especially if you take out the opponents before you start pushing. So those things to also keep in mind as well. And these are basic stuff. I mean, if you played Vainglory, then you definitely understand this concept. If you played Battleborn, right, which is a MOBA that I remember on the console, then it has the same type of idea. And you see here your character is attacking from range. I think this gentleman here has like a pistol, similar to McGree from Overwatch. So it allows you to do a distant attack. And if you look on the right hand side, those are all the skills that you will unlock during the match. Eventually, the highest skill on the top right hand corner will be your ultimate, which will deal the most damage. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, that's what you're going to be tapping to do your regular attack. And as far as moving your character, you'll just slide on the screen. Very easy to do. Now on the left hand side of the screen, you see a little shopping cart. That's what you're going to be using to purchase your skills inside the match and your boost attributes. And we'll leave you with the rest here, where you see we're going after this core reactor at the same time attacking the opponent. Now, one thing that I also want to point out is that you got to be mindful of what your HP is. If your HP is fairly low, it's highly recommended that you do not attack. Try to get away, maybe go back to your tower and use that as a backup for you to, boost up and protect yourself from any further damage. Now, there's also on the bottom right hand side a little circle that you can press to restore your health. So that's something that you need to utilize as well during the match. Now, upon completion of the match, you'll unlock items. In this case here, with the tutorial, we unlocked another character named Author. Now, what I do like about the game is that they allow you to use some characters for free, and gives you a good amount of selection of different play styles that you can adapt by choosing a different character. And we'll show you that very shortly. Once your match loads up, you come to the screen here, and this is where you can choose what characters you're going to use. As you see, there's a lot of free characters that are available to you. The top two are the ones that I unlocked from doing a tutorial. And if you want to see what the abilities are, then you just hold on to the skill, and it'll tell you what the stats are and what the ability does. You have a certain amount of time to decide who you're going to choose on your team. I thought the timer was pretty fair. It gave me a good amount of time to see who I'm going to use. And I decided to go with this mage here. I like any type of character that has like a distant attack. And mages are typically a lot stronger with a lower HP, but since I'm going to be staying away, I thought the balance was okay. So those show you some characters you can get. Now there are other characters available that you can unlock. I even saw Batman, I saw Superman, and I saw Wonder Woman in the intro. I know for sure Batman's in the game, so it gives you some cool characters to use as well. Now how easy or hard they are to obtain, I'm not sure of that yet, but they are in the game. Alright, so folks, in a nutshell, I really like this game. I think it has a lot of replay value. Any game that has like in-game achievements or unlockables or a skill tree or even customization options, to me is a plus. Especially on a mobile where, again, I always emphasize this when I do my mobile game reviews. It's a device that goes with you everywhere. So being able to just pick up a game and play, it's always incredible. However, I'm not going to say I dislike, what is going to be a bit of adjustment for me is making time to play this game. Because like I stated earlier, the matches are fairly long. It's not like Clash Royale where you play a match, it's about 3 to 5 minutes. Where you play Lineage 2 Revolution, you can kind of free roam for as long as you need to, or even put the game on autoplay. These matches here, on a minimum, I want to say are 10 minutes. So, you know, this is maybe something you can play one match during a lunch break, but it's not something where, you know, if you're going out shopping and you need to make a stop, you can't go in there and just check what items you have or collect your gold or make your donation. You know, it's very different. But if you're looking for a nice game for my content creators, something to stream, this is a good game because you can do maybe about 3 matches on the stream and be okay. So other than that, the graphics are incredible. I think the background music complements it very well. The attacks, the in-game upgrade system is very easy to adapt to. Everything in the game, the concepts are very easy to understand. And overall, it's an incredible game. And once it launches, I can pretty much say it's going to be a very popular game, especially in the esports world. Because you know Vainglory was a massive hit. And this here is going to be incredible as well. I mean, you got a lot of people already vouching for it. You know, you got Clash with Ash, who's community manager for this game. So you know it's a big deal. So what I'll do, folks, is leave you with some gameplay so you can see a little bit more of how it works and how it flows. And also you can get to listen to the game to get the full feel for it. And other than that, appreciate the support. And if you like this content and you like these mobile game reviews, then you guys already know what to do. Just slap that like button, hit the bell for notifications, and subscribe to The Real Legend of Gaming for more content like this and for other great games and streams. Because we stream on Twitch also, folks. So you can easily drop a follow there and we can have a good time and hang out. And if we're playing this game here, we can team up and get some wins. All right? So peace out.
Onslaught. Your team has destroyed a tower.
Twister.
Ultimate. Your team has destroyed a tower.